I'm watching ABV. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest MSW stream. We were originally going to have two matches today, but unfortunately, one of them's been cancelled. This one is still going ahead, though. This is ADV versus TC, a rematch from earlier this month. We have similar rules as to normal. We've got mandatory match rules, and we have one Ninja Captain map. Seem to be doing that more often these days. We have one Pyro, Archer, Assassin, and Elf, funnily enough, two medics, three heavy, soldier, ninja, and interestingly enough, 0 mages. And I'm Proterozoic, and my co-commentator today is Spades. Hello, Spades.
Hi, we're back. Another round of ADV versus TC. It's gonna be
It's only been
3 weeks.
It's only been 3 weeks since the last one, but I'm interested to see how it goes. I think this time ADV will have an advantage though, because they've had well, TC have lost James since the last match, and ADV have gained players, mostly some very good PvPers in Versions and Unicow, both of who are playing today. So I'm going to be looking. I'm going to be looking at ADV's defense, and Spades is looking at TC today.
Sounds great.
Right now, we've just had the match start. We've got a pretty standard defense for this map for ADV. I see 2 heavies, a medic, a pyro, and a ninja.
For TC, I see G. Henry on Pyro, Pegatry on Medic. I'm assuming Lawton is roaming around here somewhere as Assassin, and a Heavy.
I would question Elvira24 as a medic. I think he'd do much better as another class, but it is what it is. I don't see too much action.
Going out top, he webs the defense, but gets caught by June.
Yeah. Arctic has actually stolen as well, but she's definitely going to die. She was mobbed by the ADV defense. Didn't even get out the flag room. It should be mentioned that Versions and Avitis are double heavy defense. Avitis usually plays heavy offense, which is interesting. I'm not sure why he'd be playing defense. I think he could do very well as an offensive medic, but he seems to be doing equally well as a defensive heavy. So.
Let's take a look at ADV's offense, which is Legend of Pink Link on Heavy, Unicat on Medic, and Red Slime on Chemist. They're going in right now, but the Medic and Heavy are being held up by Kev Shadowslayer, playing Heavy. Interesting.
That's interesting. Kev usually plays offense as well. I think TC must be quite worried about ADV's offense if they're sending Kev on defense.
Well, and it looks like they should be, because they had 2 steals in the last 2 waves that have almost gotten out.
Well, that is the downside with TC. They're amazingly coordinated, but they do lack the PvP power of ADV, who are currently destroying TC offense. They had a medic and heavy get in, and they were killed within the first few seconds. They killed them before Swit even managed to get in as a soldier, so they just mobbed her and killed her as well. It's been a couple of seconds each time.
Let's see. As of right now, I'm still leaning towards ADV having the edge, definitely on this map, but for future maps, overall, what do you think? I think if any map TC are going to win, it's going to be their blackout map, because one thing that ADV doesn't have in bucket loads are soldiers, or soldiers that can live up to TC's kind of offense. I mean, I feel that brings up a good point that ADV doesn't really have a super strong archer. I don't think at the moment.
Wolfie can play archer. Yeah, and Wolfie's very good. Wolfie is a long-time archer. Do not underestimate him.
Well, I guess they have Versions playing ninja, so they don't need Wolfie to play ninja.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They do not need. They have Elvira who can play ninja if necessary.
Right.
Don't be underestimated. Just because Wolfie isn't as well known as an archer as other team players, Wolfie is incredible at it when he gets going. He doesn't necessarily have the presence of like big archers like Brandino, but he doesn't need it. He keeps things very, very simple, and that's why he's so effective.
Let's see. Not too much happening from
TC is not.
Offense.
TC isn't getting in. Pretty much, they're getting maybe a steal, and a couple of seconds later they die. There's really not a lot to see. Right now, TC really needs to rethink how they're doing it. I think it's probably because ADV know what TC are going to do. And I think that's exactly what TC are going to do because Loughton's just assassinated and stolen.
What? Loughton?
Loughton, as an assassin, he is out. He's out further than Arctic.
Where is he?
Yeah, he's legitimately out. He's almost halfway across the map.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
No, seriously.
Cut off by Red Slime.
He's going to die. He's going to die, but, I mean, he got out further than anything else. He went straight to the flag. He assassinated Lol right in front of him, and then he just stole without any problem at all.
Brilliant. Legit Pigment has stolen again.
Sometimes simplicity is best.
Sometimes. But he's not going to...
I really hope we got that on stream.
We did. That was hilarious. Version's getting out bottom. He's relatively clean. He has support from Red Slime. And there's no one in front of him on bottom.
Yeah, there's nobody to cut him off. And Elvira is coming out as a medic. The problem with that is they are leaving the flag room a little bit more.
There is Lawton behind him, but
they are also leaving the flag room more open. They've only got 2 people in the flag room, and that is ADV's major problem. If they do that, TC...
Here comes TC's offense.
There you go. There's TC.
But
not
there's
in time,
the capture. Going to get there just in time.
Not in time. Arctic is out, and she is relatively clean this time. Wolfie's going to be there, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to kill her on her own. Arctic has been getting better at PvP lately as well. Yeah, completely unfazed.
Wolfie did slow her down enough for the recovery to catch up.
I don't think she's going to survive this. Yeah, she's not going to survive this.
Good play by Wolfie to slow her down.
Yeah. She could, but that's interesting. Usually, before, Arctic would have been completely walled by Wolfie. But she has been getting at PvP better at PvP recently, and it's definitely showing.
Oh, yeah. What? Arctic bullied me when I was Archer.
Rip.
I'm still ripped. What a scam.
Well, yes, she tried. Rome wasn't built in a day, and Arctic is not going to get to become a god at PvP in a day either. With that said, she's definitely better than she used to be, so you've got to give her credit for actually working on what she's weak at.
Red Slime gets another steal, and not another steal. But getting steal and goes out bottom, relatively untouched. He's at full health.
The problem with having a chemist there is ninjas. Unfortunately, I don't think TC has ninjas.
No, James is not here. Oh, he gets webbed by Pudgy. He needs support.
That's not going to stop him, though. Kev is there as a ninja. Will he be able to stop him? No, he won't. Does not stop him.
He has medic support. Oh, assassin.
Oh! That was very good play by TC.
Nice.
Kev managed to distract him long enough for an assassination. That's... To be fair, I think that was more clutch than planned, but definitely good.
It looks like Kev is switching back and forth with Ninja and Heavy, trying to stop Chemist, but what do you think? Should he stick with Heavy or stay with Ninja?
If he's trying to wall a Chemist, definitely Ninja.
Definitely. And he's
you can't argue with a Ninja's effectiveness. A Heavy will slow down a Chemist for longer, but it's not going to kill. Overall, you should expect a Chemist to win a Chemist versus Heavy because they've got the damage pots, they've got the poison, they've got more health. Unless that Heavy can get close enough to crit out, which is difficult to do with a good Chemist because you've got, as I say, the pots. You should expect the Chemist to win.
Well, we've seen Ninja be very effective 2 times in this map, being that it's really only advantage on this map if someone gets out top or bottom. If you throw an egg or just hit him or stall him long enough, they recover.
The big effect with a Ninja is that they're able to crit out more.
Right.
You can crit out a Chemist. That is why it's better for that. It's also good for slowing them. It's good for distracting them for a longer period of time because eggs. And of course, they can pull back, so they can be a constant threat. Just bear in mind, the offense of TC just got slaughtered by the offense of ADV before they even got in.
Offense versus offense.
I'm not sure I like that plan though, because you're putting your offense in unnecessary damage. I mean, sure, you've got the medic there, but the medic's taken unnecessary damage.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I like that. Gets killed. G. Henry didn't take any knockback then. That
is lining up for an... Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks. That really sucks.
The real benefit you have with TC's defense at the minute is they have June. They don't usually have him anymore, but June's really strong. And he could become a real problem.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. They switched Legend of Pink Link to also playing Chemist, so they have 2 Chemists and a Medic on offense, and I'd rather have them run a Heavy.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Heavy as well.
Yeah.
Or even do what TC were doing and have a soldier.
I mean, a soldier could work. Yeah,
A
but if there
soldier
is a
could really-
really heavy limit, then if you want something more defensive, you would do that.
The really big thing with soldier offense in this map is if you have the PvP, you can get out, and if you can get out, you can get up top. As soon as you're out the flag room, you've got a really good chance to camp as a soldier. It relies on you being able to get out, though, but this time, ADV have the PvP advantage, so it could happen.
This time. Well, last
This
time, referring to last time.
This time they don't have James, and James would stop something like that last time. They have June, but June can't run any faster than the soldier, and so unless he gets a hit as they're turning a corner or such, they're more likely to be able to get out. The big difference with James was he's able to cut them off because he's a ninja.
Let's see.
But I mean, James in general is just a great player, and it will be a really big loss for TC that they don't have him now. Two headies on Arctic.
Looks very fragmented at the moment.
Meanwhile, ADV's defense looks to be slaughtering Arctic. That was nothing short of abuse. Two heavies, a ninja, and a medic on Arctic.
Warranted internet standard bullying.
I feel so. She looked exactly like I do in casual games. You gotta feel sorry for her when that kind of thing happens to her.
I mean, Opposites Collide is more of a defensive map, even though this is the more offensive version of Opposites, but it's gonna be a slow ride.
Unfortunately for Arctic as well, she doesn't have the backup of Swit this time. And I don't like that because
no Swit, no James.
Well, TC's offense really works together. That's its major selling point. The fact that it has two great soldiers in Arctic and Swit who can play off each other. One distracts while the other steals. They know exactly where each other are. They know each other's nuance, so they can work out where to go. Having
is out top as soldier, and she is gonna get out.
Is she going to stay out, though?
She needs the medic support, though.
There are ninjas coming up here.
Oh, yeah.
Wolfie did not look to have pearled that correctly, I'll be honest.
Nope. Unfortunate. She has 3 stakes, so she's looking like she could be.
That's okay, Wolfie. Everyone makes mistakes.
Medic,
yeah, that's fine. She isn't being hampered too badly, and she is going to go back down. That's a really smart play. Distract everybody by going up top, then go straight underground. And this is going to be a cap.
Counter-steal from Red Slime.
Unless ADV can do something incredible in the next couple of seconds.
Oh, another counter steal. Dang.
ADV is good at those, and that was a couple of webs to completely block off. And looks like ADV are using exactly the same route Arctic just used to get out the top.
But it's a medic, though. It's a medic.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing to stop them doing it.
I think there's a ninja, and then she just pushes her off. That fall damage. Come on.
Didn't do it.
Oh, she lived. That's surprising.
I don't think that's actually Elvira. I just think it's a person with Elvira's name. Yeah, I think it's Gukata.
Yeah, it's Gukata, yeah. It's definitely Gukata.
I don't think Elvira would do that. Something just tells me.
No.
Not to say Elvira is a bad player. It's just that she does not play like that. She plays different classes in a different way. Still, that's incredible move by Gukata. I still would not like Gukata to keep that, and bear in mind, Kev is there. Kev is there to try and think. I want Legends of Pink Link to take the flag right now.
But Kev, they don't know Kev is right there. Well, they should, but...
Oh, they definitely should know Kev is right there.
Yeah,
they will.
The poison, definitely they should know. And Kev's right now would be the perfect time to pass. Would be right now.
Right now, they're going to do it. I don't think so. I think Gukata's...
if you're going to pass.
I believe Gukata's intending to keep it. Oh, no.
There we go.
Okay, I do not like where Legends of Pink Link plays.
What are you doing? Oh, all
right. I do not like that location. If you get crit out by Pyro, it is a terrible, terrible position to be in.
Well, he's in the water.
Yeah, but you can be crit underneath, upwards, and frenzied in the air. We've seen it happen before.
That's really more on the support of ADV than Pink Link. If the support is terrible, then he'll get crit out. If it's okay, then he probably won't.
I also don't like the fact that LOL is not going after the recov. It might be because he doesn't have a frenzy, but I really would prefer him to be on the protecting Link. There are better places for a Pyro to be in them, right next to some water.
I mean, I think a point was brought up that if someone goes like on spawn side to recover on ADV and they're like an elf, Pure Element would take that out instantly.
Yeah. But I don't think ADV have any mains.
Yeah.
Well, no, I know.
It's shit. It would be TC sending an elf over.
I don't think TC have an elf main. Do they?
I think they're more likely to run it.
I think they're more likely. I think they're more likely to have one, but I don't think they have. I don't think
James is down here. That's right. Who's gonna play elf?
Yeah, because James was the elf main for the team. That's another thing that they had.
That's depressing. Well, he's not elf main, but he can play elf. You know,
he covered the spot of an elf main for the team.
Right.
There are certain elves are very biased. The distribution of elves are really biased.
Oh.
You've got they've got several on TBF. Avitus is playing elf. Avitus is playing elf. I'm not sure I like that. I'll be honest. I don't think that's going to work out very well.
No. I mean, if he was underneath, maybe.
If he was a more experienced elf, maybe.
Yeah.
The problem is you need to practice elf before you become experienced enough at it to actually do damage. It's like mage. You can't just run in, spam as many elements as you like, and hope to actually impact the game. You can spam and get some kills, but not necessarily impact the game.
Oh, G. Henry's 14 kill streak. / good job.
That's not surprising. I mean, TC always protect G. Henry.
Let's see. What else?
Looks like Avitus has gone back to spawn, I think, because I don't see him now.
So what do you think? Stalemate ending the match, or would you give the edge of recovery to him?
If I were to give the edge of recovery right now, I'd say it would be to TBF. Sorry, ADV, because yes, I give it to TBF.
Yeah.
I give it to the spectators. No, I give it to ADV.
Yeah, the spectators.
Because, they seem to be killing the recov before they're going themselves for it. The recovery team is killing the opposite team's recovery before they're even going. So it's giving them twice as much work to get through.
Right.
I honestly don't think either are going to actually be able to do it, though.
I mean he's here alone, but he's alone.
Wolfie is not going to be able to kill Arctic on a... I mean, he couldn't kill Arctic when he had... He couldn't kill Arctic in one go when he had a heavy with him.
Well, she was a heavy at the time, to be fair.
But even so, like, you've got a soldier, you've got a medic, you've got a chemist. I do not think Wolfie is going to be... He'd probably be able to kill Arctic. In terms of PvP, he's definitely better.
But she has so much support
because she's got so much support. I mean, again, she could take Wolfie once on her own. So bearing in mind that she's now got support with her, it's likely that it's not going to happen.
I don't think they're going to knock her into spawn from where she's standing.
It's not a likely position.
You'd have to be like directly on top of her and push her back, but without getting crit out.
Which is just not going to happen.
So 2 minutes, 10 seconds left.
ADV 1 up. Honestly, I expected ADV to cap more on this map. I think what might have stopped them is Loughton, because he has stopped them at least once visibly. And I have no doubt that he'll have stopped them multiple times on top of that. Obviously, I haven't been watching that side of the map.
Yeah.
The
next map is Blackout, correct?
The next map should be Blackout, yes.
Right.
Unless it ends up being Atlantis for some strange reason.
Atlantis?
Yeah.
They were listening. It's Atlantis.
Bow spamming does not count as a thing unless it is in a 2x1 block area.
Or at the flag, right?
Or at the flag. Or if the bow spam is literally on the flag. If neither of those criteria, you can bow spam as much as you like. So Slayway is completely justified in his ability. Terrible plan, but each to their own. Each to their own.
But yeah, with less than a minute left, it looks like ADV will take map 1-1-0, but we'll see. There's still a little bit of time.
50 seconds. The thing is, now TC are going to have, if they want to cap, they're going to have to take a risk in the flag room. And they have done in the past, but it's never worked out for them.
So what do you do with your ADV? Do you go all out for recovery in hopes to limit damage on blackout, or do you just turtle and...
No, because they've got a map advantage.
Yeah.
This way they've got a map advantage. Maps always come before caps.
Right.
You can risk as much as you like, but unless you win that map, it doesn't matter how many caps TC get on blackout. If you win the map, that's it. It's over. It only counts as one map. The big benefit in having blackout there is that it counts as 5 caps. So if if one ends in a tie, it'll end up being a benefit for TC.
All right.
But in this situation, I don't see either team ending in a stalemate. I just don't see it happening. Yeah, there you go. I would have just kept going exactly as ADV's got the. I think it would be better to hedge your bets where you are there. Right. Your chances of recovery in one go are unlikely. It's pretty low.
Of course.
So you might as well protect the lead that you have. Go into this and map up. Because the last thing you want is to risk it, have TC cap, and then suddenly you're on a stalemate situation where TC now has TC now has a draw on the first map and has to only beat you by more than 3 caps on blackout, their experienced map, in order to win the entire game.
What a surprise! It's blackout. Who saw that one coming?
It's a very smart play by TC to use this because of the 5 caps. Where it falls apart is if they do not have 2 soldiers.
I mean, they have Alice, and they have Arctic.
They do. I don't think they work as well together as Twit and Arctic.
But it should be much better than on Opposites Collide. It should be much more efficient than on Opposites Collide. Would you agree with that, or no?
No, I don't think it's going to be any more. I honestly don't think it's going to be any more. I think TC might get the win because the individual brilliance of the soldiers, specifically Arctic, is going to be better than ADV. But, and it's a big but here, I don't think they're going to play particularly brilliant. I think it's going to be very much. I think it's going to be very much. I think it's going to be very much down to how well Arctic can shine on offense without Swit, and it's also going to depend on how well Kev and G Henry can keep the defense together in the face of the PvP.
Oh, Kev is great on blackout as Archer. It's amazing.
And the big difference between this map. The big difference between ATV and other teams is they do not have their big Archer this time.
Wait, hold on.
They have Wolfie.
Not playing Archer? Ah, crap.
That's a bad decision.
Geez, let me have
Wolfie is right up there. Wolfie's right up there, and she's able to.
Oh, Kev's actually got it.
Okay. If only that worked. If only that worked. Still, it was not a stupid plan. Where is it anyway?
DC's flag room has been cleared.
Where is it?
Oh, the assassin.
Where is it?
He's at. Oh, I don't know where he is.
Where is he? Oh my God, he's at spawn. He's at spawn. He's going to cap it.
He passed to Arctic.
Yeah, he went straight for Ninja again. He picked it up. This is going to be a cap.
Nice.
This is going to be a cap. I bet AV weren't expecting that. Yeah, but that's the Ninja cap for the map, so they can't do that again. And things are going to get much more difficult from here on out.
I mean, ADV could have had a chance out because they had a heavy and a medic, but they got assassinated by Lawton.
Thinking about it, I cannot believe that ADV picked up that flag. Recovered it after Kev dropped it. I just can't believe it. I think Kev pulled back to where he dropped it and then picked it up again. And if that's the case, then that's a really silly idea.
Yeah, it's a misplay. Yeah.
That's a serious error because now they're a cap down, so their entire is just gone.
Yeah. One
silly mistake. I don't like that. They had 2 ninjas as well. They had Red Slime switched to ninja. You had another ninja. I can't remember exactly who it was. I think it was Ricardo. Avitus is also a ninja at the moment, but you had at least 2 ninjas around. Why were they not there? They should have seen.
Well, also what this cap does is that it also gives TC that moral advantage, and it also.
I wouldn't say moral as much as psychological. I'd say psychological advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't say moral.
Like they have to force a ninja cap right after to respond. When they don't have to force a ninja cap.
The good news is Kev is now going into what he should be playing, Archer.
He's playing Archer now?
He is playing Archer, and to be fair, the risk that he paid paid off.
Yeah, good play. Vetus is Archer now.
Okay, I've just got something from Bloomishley. Apparently he pulled under the Archer and died, and the Archer didn't see the flag. So you have to give. I think you have to give some of that blame to Wolfie for not seeing that.
I think Vetus is Archer, isn't he?
Wolfie was the Archer at the time. I don't know if Vetus is the Archer now. Yeah, Vetus is the Archer now, but Wolfie was the Archer originally.
TC player of the game, Wolfie.
Yeah, apparently. I wouldn't. I don't like Vetus playing Archer. I think Wolfie should play it, but it might be because Wolfie's needed on Ninja. Even so, I would have Free Rider in both cases. That was a good headshot, though. That's a good headshot by Kev. Legends of Pink Link is out.
Arctic is out as well.
Legends of Pink Link is going the spawn side, so he can't be headshot by Kev. He's being attacked by everything. And
that's
Wolfie
support from a ninja.
As I say, look, Arctic did manage to kill Wolf.
There's the medic.
And where is Legends of Pink Link now?
He's at the
right
flag.
next to flag. He's right.
Out to capture.
This could be a capture unless something incredible can happen.
Alice? Question mark.
I don't think so. That's going to be cap. Okay. So that's the problem with TC. As soon as you distract them, they all mob around one player, and then you have someone like Legends of Pink Link steal. Exactly. It's the same tactic that TC used. One distraction, one steal by a soldier. Is usually more efficiently pulled off than what we just saw, but yeah.
London is doing very well on TC defense. Like last line of defense.
Kev and Loughton are doing a good job. I'm going to just search up the stats for last game just to see how they were playing.
But ADV it's I almost said it's not fair, but it almost feels like it's not fair.
I think who
are you passing to?
Judging from the damage that was done last round, I have to say I think G. Henry is putting in some massive work as well. Because I'm just looking here, he killed the most of that last game. By quite a way. But in terms of actual damage output, Kev and June were on equal playing field.
Unicow is out, but yeah, he's dead. All right.
Just out of interest here, Kev and June were doing more damage than ADV's PvPers.
Oh, really?
They did more damage than versions. They did. Wolfie did about the same damage, roughly speaking, a little bit less, but about the same. But Kev and June were up at about 2,150 damage each. I mean, the ADV players about 1,500, roughly speaking. So that's quite a big difference.
Steal from Alice, she's out almost clean. Just took a few hits.
That's good for. The problem is she's now being mobbed. She has got Arctic to support,
but that she can't do much for her.
Yeah, and the other thing is I would not have her be to steal.
There's the medic.
Oh, Pudgy does get the medic there. It's a really good medic.
Full heal.
Versions is chasing. Uh-oh.
Well,
Arctic, you need to do some damage to Versions.
Medic comes back, full heal again. She needs to go up.
Wolfie does manage to do some damage, but does eventually die. Arctic does manage to Arctic did actually manage to do enough damage to knock off
capture for TC.
Yeah, second capture. That was really good from Zeng JP. She did have some help, but I mean, it does prove that you can't judge a book by. They're not as she's not as experienced working together with Arctic, but she can still.
Right.
I think it was messier than it should have been, but I mean, if it gets the job done, it doesn't really matter whether it's messy.
Yeah. Capture's a capture.
Even if it's done by an archer, it's still a capture.
Archer cap. Bring out the archer cap.
If it's an archer cap, it's probably a silly way of doing it, but it's still a catcher at the end of the day, so it counts the same. If it's an assassin cap, same thing. It might be a bit messy. I would not have the assassin do that.
It's slightly more impressive if it's
if it works.
Slightly more impressive.
I don't know, actually, because you can get into the flag room. You're more likely to get into the flag room as an assassin than an archer.
All right, if an assassin gets into the flag room, it speaks more to the failure of the ninjas.
Yeah, I don't know.
Block the assassin.
Yeah, the pyro can't block the assassin. But I mean, it's more easy to over archer.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost always have at least something on archer. With an assassin, it's a bit more difficult to do that because of the speed, because of where they hide.
Oh, kept taking out almost all of ADV's offense. Headshots. Just Unicow is left, and he's getting.
What I see a lot of with teams is they either basically focus their entire offense to avoid the archer as much as possible, the rest of the defense, or they plan the entire offense to work around the defense, overcome it, and completely forget the archer. And in either case, they both end up dead. In this case, it looks like ADV have gone the clear the defense route and completely forget Kev.
If they're gonna do that, they need somebody, a ninja on Kev. If they're gonna do that, that's the only way it's gonna work.
They're not having. There's nobody on Kev.
Or they can hope for Kev to miss, which is unlikely, but they can hope.
Kev is an experienced archer. It would be like asking Bosquet to miss. It's not going to happen very likely. It could happen, but you're banking on a lot.
Let's see.
But I mean, it's true. You would not leave an experienced archer alone.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
TC does not make that mistake. They send about half their team in a stalemate. But ADV don't seem to be learning the same lesson. They're pretty much leaving Kev. I mean, Kev is not in the best position, I would say. He's right next to spawn, so he's not going to lose much time if he gets attacked anyway. But I would say
he's going up to mid right now. He's at mid right now.
Yeah, he's now at mid. That's a better place. Let's see if ADV send more on him. Ooh, that was a nice headshot from Kev.
The flag is still there.
Flag is still there. That was a nice headshot from Kev. I don't think he benefited just because. I mean, Kev did headshot the invisible ninja, but I don't think that was planned. I think that was just more coincidental, if anything. I'll be honest. I think that was more coincidental than anything else.
That's hilarious.
Ah, we might get an archer duel here. Red Slime is out. Oh, it's dead. Okay, Avitis versus Kev. Let's see how long it takes.
I got all my ration cards on Avitis. Let's do this.
Looks pretty even, actually. Either that or Kev's using his hitboxes.
I mean, I'm using hitboxes right now to see. Oh, and let us. Come on. Come on now.
Kev wins. That's expected. I don't think.
What a shocker.
Both of them are definitely using hitbox with the way they were playing.
Right.
Which explains why they would choose Avitis as the archer this time. Because you can, even if you lose against an experienced archer, you can really delay the fight just by using hitbox.
And a full heal.
Yeah, she's going. I wouldn't use that route if I were honest. I think it would be better to go hug the.
Oh, is that a headshot?
That's exactly why I would hug the inside of that building, because if you're standing on that right side or running on that right side, if you just look where I am.
Look at what he said.
Good job, Avitis.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, just if you look where I am right now, like if you're on the right side here, running down that right side, any place on that side, you're going to get a headshot. You can get a headshot from there. If you're running down this side of the map, you're blocked by this wall. It's better to go on the inside. And Alice has not learned from experience here.
Yeah.
Literally, has not learned that going around that way is not only longer, but more dangerous. And she ends up dying.
Wow, Wolfie just... Oof.
Yeah, Wolfie does that.
Gee. Whew, man.
Wolfie can do a lot of damage as a ninja. Mind you, I mean, as much as I really like Wolfie as a ninja, but I think it's worth just saying there's a lot of really good ninjas on at the minute.
ADV's running an elf on offense now, and the elf has stolen. It is Pink Link.
Legends of Pink Link as an elf. Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting.
Questionable decision.
I think it's
does this class even work? That about sums up what we were just talking about.
That's exactly what I was expecting, and I would also expect Kev to. I think that's probably a direct result of Kev headshotting things.
Yeah.
Well, I think it would have been better if you went ninja and just killed him. Started.
But you know, what do you know? What do you know? Proterozoic.
Apparently, I know more than the ADV team because they got a headshot, and I'm sat here watching. But then, of course, I'd know more because I'm watching them.
Alice is out. Nah, she got stuck. Turn around.
That's the experience. That's the experience thing. I mean, if you haven't played in a while, exactly that. You're going to get stuck. You're going to get killed.
Yeah.
Still better than I could do it though. So.
Ooh, round 2, Avedis versus Kev. I see it.
I'm just going to have a watch of. I'm just going to watch inside, and he dies instantly. Yeah, he's aiming quite wide. I'll be honest. By quite wide, I mean very wide.
You don't say. So I'm still waiting for ADV to.
Still, it's Kev just killed him before you even got on the roof. That's upsetting for him. Still, he give it a go. That's what matters. It has been a pretty slow game. I agree. All things considered, I expected either one team to really get an advantage. It's been a good game, but neither team has really gone through.
I mean, both have very strong defenses right now with June and Kev. On this map, especially, June and Kev are doing a lot of work.
And Loughton. I bet Loughton's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Not seen as much. Yeah. And on the other side, yeah, Wolfie, I think Versions will be doing a lot of damage, funnily enough.
I always forget the Pyro. Pyros are really overlooked.
Pyros are overlooked because they don't show up in stats in terms of damage.
No.
You have to treat them like archers. You have to look at their kills. And even then, you might not want to look at their kills because a lot of the time, they might not even get to that part of the map.
Yeah. I would say more of a hopo dance.
I would say Legends of Pink Link does actually get a medic, though.
Oh, did he get the full heal? Did you see it or no?
I don't know if he got a full heal, but I definitely know he got it.
I think he said no.
He did.
Archer support. Pass to the archer. Do it.
Kev was firing very wide then.
Yes.
Do better then. Just pass to Red Slime, and that's much better. Meanwhile, they have
the Pyro.
And this could actually be a cap. Oh.
He ran right into the Pyro.
TC did not end up getting there.
With Frenzy.
That sounds like a good plan.
just sounded like one of those Flex Take commercials. Get your Pyro here with Frenzy included. Run right into him. Don't run into the pool of water next to it. Yeah, jump right into the Pyro. Funny joke. XD. Oops.
Pyro is the flex team. Holds the team together. Look, I cut this boat in half. But look how Flex Seal puts it back together.
Wait, where's Alice? Stop talking about fucking Flex Seal. Watch the match.
This shall be known as the match where we talked about Flex. She's got half a heart. She got half a heart and Arctic picked it up.
Well,
no, the ninja killed her but died. No, Arctic's got it.
Unfortunate. Wait, where's Red Slime?
Can I just say, Arctic got, Zeng JP got out with half a heart.
The Archer cap! Yes! Do it, Avedis! Live the dream!
I believe in you, Avedis. You can do this.
Yes, it's finally happening. My prediction of an Archer cap was Scorch versus TT, but I actually meant ADV versus TC.
I'm lucky enough to have made one Archer cap in a match. It was an interesting match. It was one, but I did it. It was only the one. But it was possibly the greatest moment of my life. I hope Avitas can share in this glory. Wouldn't that be funny if Vita's capped after Arctic had the flag?
It was a premonition. Oh wow, 13. Oh wow.
If we keep yes, Pizza tried.
Wait, June, what are you doing?
Pizza tried to arch cap. Unfortunately, I shot him, so that ended that. Sorry.
Wait, did you see that? Did you miss that?
No, unfortunately, I didn't.
They were up on Ninky got it. They were up right next to June, passed it right next to her, and she wasn't looking. He just wasn't looking. June.
Thank you, Avitus. Now this should be more interesting. First stalemate of Blackout, which is a rare sight these days.
Yeah.
First stalemate 18 minutes in on Blackout. 5.
I was really hoping for an archer stalemate. I was really hoping.
I don't think that's gonna.
Sad.
That would be fantastic. Maybe we should have just 2 teams of only archers.
Archers versus elves. Make it happen.
Could happen. I wonder what side I'd play for. Very difficult.
Time to get a Coke. Alright. I don't think a heavy's gonna recov on a soldier alone.
I don't think that ninja's gonna recover an Arctic. This is one of the things TC are really good at. Stalemates.
Blackout or stalemates in general?
Stalemates in general. Avitus is in an interesting position, and he's also AFK. So June is just going to do what June does best, and do half the damage, and finish the... I will say... June, what are you doing? Oh, poor June. Nearly there. Does actually manage to... just managed to get rid of Kev with some help from versions, though, so...
Let's see.
It looks like G. Henry is planning to. Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
Did you just?
Yeah.
That looked special.
Oh my God.
That looked special. I'll be honest.
Wow! Wow!
I mean, if you didn't know G. Henry, you'd think that would be suspicious, to be honest.
Rest in peace. No, he has frenzy, and I believe he got fully healed, so he's. Oh. Ooh, was that a headshot? Oh, alright, there goes the pass.
No, he's
How did Wolfie not get that? Wolfie!
Wolfie, how are you not dead? How are you not recovered yet? It's been 2 very good chances.
Ooh.
Pyro is...
Geek? Yeah, me too.
Pyro is hiding in a very strange position. I'm not sure I like it. It's not really going to help you there. It's not going to help you.
Oh, is he going into the bridge? Don't go into the bridge.
No, don't go to the... No! Why are you doing
They're
that?
Gonna see you. Maybe not.
They're
maybe not.
definitely... Yeah, they've seen him. They shot a web at him. They've definitely seen him. They have 100% seen him. Why has nobody gone for him yet? There's a pyro. If he's near him, he's obviously... It's going to be... Yeah.
Oh, what, are you kidding me?
You've got to be kidding me! How did you not see that coming?
She just like straight up looked at him and didn't move.
Please tell me we got that on stream. Please tell me.
So like, what are you doing?
The best bit is they recovered as well, so it's nothing happened.
What a meme.
This match is turning out more interesting than I expected. How did they not manage to capture after that?
Alright, she looked straight up at him and was like, alright, just embrace death. Just let it happen.
Can we give TC a pity capture just for that was amazing.
Instant replay. Someone edit the stream and show a replay of that. Oh man. Henry proved you wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not. Yeah, I guess he did in the most expected way. But the wrong way, the wrong path, and yet he still manages to recover it because nobody on the entire ADV defense was watching. Not even the flag bearer.
I assumed the flag carrier would
no,
see
the flag carrier. No, the flag carrier wasn't even watching. He literally jumped on top of them and frenzied. He didn't even get hit. He didn't even get hit.
Wait, how did ADV not capture? What recover them?
I said ADV.
Oh,
G Henry
no.
TC.
Excuse me. TC.
I think Wolfie must have out-crit Arctic or something.
Well, it's
that was magnificent. That was magnificent, and literally nothing to show for that entire night, which is a shame because I think, to be honest, TC kind of deserved it after that.
Although that did make one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time.
I think we need like a compilation of best CTF team bits just with that.
Just best recovs.
Best of CMS.
Yeah, best of CMS. Yeah, just a montage of
ridiculous moments.
Yeah, ridiculous moments.
Hopefully, my moment of shooting Miski and Ningi because they were carrying in the tournament. I wish that would have gone in.
Yeah,
there are plenty of good moments though. Yeah, that I hope that would go in. Maybe Loughton could get that assassin cap now. Just finish it off. Maybe Avitas could get that archer cap.
He was alright. He could have gotten it. All right, could have gotten it.
Well, he was more alert than.
Oh my god.
So ironically, he did actually have the better chance. I'm sorry, ADV, but it's kind of true.
Here comes TC's offense, and all right.
Okay, ADV's offense looks to be having fun.
Where are they?
They're just coming in again. They got headshot by Cav the last round. Red Slime is webbed in front of them.
Haven't I? All right, he's dead.
And got a headshot before. Yeah, and that's why you always web.
I wanted to see if like Kev missed.
There is actually a ninja trying to ninja steal.
That's ADV could ninja steal. Still, I think.
Close, but not close enough.
Yeah. Let's see. 6 minutes left, and nothing's happening.
I think if TC win this match, we might have to give the player of the game to G Henry for that.
Yeah.
Just because that was incredible.
I mean, I've seen 13 and 14 kill streaks, and then that recove.
I mean, you have to. Okay, player of the game is sometimes marred by you need to be in the right place at the right time. You need a bit of luck there. With that said, you need to also need to take the opportunity when it arises, and he did that magnificently.
I mean, he's doing a great job on Pyro so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's really doing well. He killed the most in the first round. He's saved TC a number of times. We shall see. If TC don't win, I definitely think he deserves an mention.
Right, if Avedis beats Kev in this round, Avedis gets player of the game. Right,
if Avedis
beats Kev, Avedis gets player of the game. All right, well, I tried. I gave you a shot.
If Avitas Archer caps, he wins player of the game.
Yeah, if the Archer caps player of the game.
Headshot there by Avitas. Just get a headshot on Zhang. Arctic just pick it up though, so. Well,
she
Avitas
shouldn't go up.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and played that magnificently. That is the mark of a truly experienced soldier main.
She needs
help, though. Yeah, that was the mark of it. Oh, picked up by Pudgy though.
Don't give it to Alice again. I want to see G Henry recover it.
That is the epitome of an experienced soldier main, baiting the archer so that he fires upwards and then going down.
I was really talking about that last round. Yeah.
Back to the stalemate, and hopefully we'll see another fantastic recovery. Please, if you can do that again, please do that again.
Stalemate. Brilliant.
Yeah. Do that again. I would love nothing more than to see that twice.
Was Pink Link the one who got recovered on, or was that Red Slime? It was
Pink Link that got recovered on.
No, Jojo, please.
Oh, that was a recover. I think that was. Yeah, it was a pyro.
Oh, nice.
This could be the
tying
capture. Yeah, it is
2-2.
2-2, and now TC's in trouble.
And ADV doesn't have their ninja cap used yet.
And it's big trouble for TC if they can't win on Blackout. The last round is going to be a big problem for them.
What's the last map? Assuming it's tied.
Hang on, I've got the map still up. Hold on. It is Apparently, the green pick is to be decided, which is fantastic. It's a great map.
Oh, great. At Atlantis? Do I hear Atlantis?
Please let it be it. Maybe Skyward?
Please let it be Atlantis.
Skyward, Slate, maybe? What else? Kill Creek? Those are common TC choices.
Slums.
Not slums, anything but...
Anything but slums. Tiny Blackout, question mark?
Tiny Blackout.
Tiny Blackout.
That was one of the greatest maps. The only map better than that, the Mini Blackout in that rotation was Skyward.
Oh my god.
That was possibly the greatest map I've ever seen.
Brilliant.
I wish that was open to be played in matches. It's really upsetting that because event maps don't get allowed, which is a real shame because some of those maps were actually pretty good for gameplay. Skywars wasn't, obviously, but I mean, Trip Out was just a reskinned Blackout.
Yeah.
So that could have worked just fine. Yeah. I wonder if we can get the committee involved and just say, can we put some specific maps from that, from that set in.
Oh my god, play the All-Star match on Mini Blackout. The 20v20, put it on Mini Blackout. Nothing
exciting, just the ones that were actually good for gameplay. Because honestly, I much prefer the Trip Out colours than the original Blackout. I honestly did. Arctic is having trouble, but she is probably at this.
Gukata has stolen as medic.
I don't think she's gonna. I think Arctic will cap this.
Yeah, it's Gukata.
Unless
he's out.
He is out, but he's a medic.
Oh, June missed the pearl. That's unfortunate.
That's probably
gonna get the full heal.
Come on, Jihan.
Oh,
headshot. Ninja.
Ninja picks it up. The ninja.
He did get.
Almost walks into spawn, and they pass to another ninja.
A medic.
A medic. Excuse me. Pardon my.
That's a save and a half.
Jesus.
That is a save and a half from ADV.
I almost thought they were gonna pearl into spawn.
I really hoped that would have really epitomized this Blackout. Of course, this is probably going to end the map now as a tie because TC could not. They managed to keep the flag, but they did not manage to save the cat. Put it back to a stalemate. Honestly, I would expect TC to win this stalemate, if anything. But the problem is, it's just.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's 20 seconds. There's not enough time.
Oh, the headshot's coming in from Cat.
Yeah, but Avitis has got Elf.
ADV need a flying bar right now.
You need a colossal suit.
All right, Cardona, here's a story real quick because the game's gonna end like this. I had a flag and I was running across the map. And I saw, I went F5, and I saw behind me a flying heavy chasing me. That's the most scared I've ever been on the server was the fucking flying heavy coming after me. One
of my favorite moments would be a similar situation to you, actually. I had a flying heavy, and it was on Blackout for the airlock. It was a funny. It was essentially the same Blackout map. You had the same kind of flying heavy, and he flew off into the distance on the other side of the map trying to cap, and I fired a single arrow across the map, and for some, it actually hit him. I don't know how. And I didn't get out of spawn for the rest of the game because he was so upset, but just for that one moment of sheer luck. I honestly do not pretend it to be anything else than luck.
So I wonder who they're going to sub in for ADV.
I wonder. A mage, maybe?
Crizzle,
maybe?
Yeah, there's no mage.
One of my favorite ADV players of all time is Snowfox.
Is what?
Snowfox. She doesn't play anymore, sadly, but Snowfox was one of my favorites simply because she always screamed whenever she died. Some of the best players are the ones with the biggest memes, and Snowfox screamed every time she dies. Apparently, she gave earache to half the people on ADV whenever she played.
Oh, yeah, earache, the best. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely the best.
Let's see if TC wins 1-0, it's a tie overall, correct?
Yeah.
And if
essentially
tie,
whoever
ADV wins.
Essentially whoever really wins this map wins the game. But TC have to win it by more than one cap.
So they're really at a disadvantage here.
I wouldn't say they're at a massive disadvantage because they don't have a massive cap kind of deficit to deal with.
But I mean, their ADV's played really well on defense.
It's not like, yeah, but it's not like they have to 3-0 or anything. They just have to 2-0 and they're fine. Or
it could be worse. It could be worse.
2-0, 3-1. Like it's not that bad. If it was like a 2-cap deficit, then they'd be in trouble because then they'd have to like 3-0.
I think they pause to talk about football. All right. Did they sub anybody in? No.
And whilst they talk about football, we shall do the same. England was terrible in the last game.
Who did they play? Belgium?
Yeah, they were terrible though.
Who won? Belgium?
Yeah, but it was only a 1-0. But neither team really played their best players. So. Okay, so we've got TC offense. Kev is playing Archer.
Okay, but why?
Well, he was playing Archer. He's just switched to Pyro.
Wait, you said what?
He was Archer, and now he's a Pyro. And now he's a Ninja. What is going on?
You see fucking Henry's like, who's Pyro in all caps?
Good.
Priceless.
Thank you, Kev. Just making idea that little bit brighter. ADV seems to be running a much less dense flag room this time around. Still, even so, I don't think 2 fires on either side. That's
Arctic's being 3v1.
And Arctic is going to steal, but he's not going to get out very far. She's going to steal, but she's not going to get it. She's only got a heart and a half.
She's just going to be a tank.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, just stall for time.
Honestly, in that situation, I'd have just dropped it because the more time you spend just faffing around, the less time you have to reset your offense going again.
Right.
Now, I'm all for stalling if you have enough health to stall. Arctic had a heart and a half. That was never going to end well.
No.
At max, she was going to survive about 15 seconds. And that isn't enough time for a medic to get across the map. It's just not going to happen. I think in that situation, she should have just quit while she was ahead.
Pink Link.
They have got a medic in. They have got a medic in. And she does get out without too much.
Is she out?
She's dead. I think it was stake actually. Funnily enough.
No restore.
I think she had. Yeah, I think she was crit out by Wolfie after having no restore. Shame.
Unfortunate.
Well, she was crit out either way, so.
Yeah, she's dead.
TC's defense doesn't seem to be looked too troubled.
Pudgy's in with Alice, and they're all in.
They're all in. They keep getting all in, but they don't get very far. That's the problem. Okay, this might be the chance. Archer's got it. Sorry, ZengJP's got it, and she's not on fire. She could be out here.
Wolfie there to cut her off, and yeah,
Arctic's got it now, and Arctic's in a position. Oh yeah.
Nope.
Okay, fair enough. This is where you would want one of those, clearers, just someone like raging, just to distract them for longer.
That's what Pink Link is supposed to be doing, but he keeps fighting the roaming defense instead of going for the pyro.
Yeah, that's the thing with TCs. That's the one thing I'm not too fond about TCs. They don't do any killing, and that could make their lives so much easier on the way out. It's effective in that you avoid stuff, but when you're fighting a really PvP based team like this,
Pink Link is out, but he's super low. He needs the medic now, and he's dead. All right.
as I said, like when you have a really PvP-centered team like this, if you do not allow yourself to fight back, you will take so much damage on the way, and you need everybody there to even have a hope of getting out. And,
I mean, ADV's defense has gotten a huge buff recently with adding versions. Just versions.
Just having versions on defenses.
Yeah. Versions and Wolfie at the same time. It's
against a PvP-centered team, they might have a bit more of a problem because obviously those players can fight back and they have a medic, so they're not going to die. So they're not going to just die to one ninja if that. They're just not going to. They're not going to die as quickly, and that can really make the difference between getting out and staying in. Right now, TC are not getting out. Their strategy's working pretty well. It's just it's not getting anywhere.
Pink Link. Oh my god, watching that. All right, he had a medic support, and he tries to fight the pyro with frenzy instead of running away from the pyro with his medic. Oh,
just looking at the stats from last round, Kev's Shadow Slayer 59 kills. So he obviously wasn't attacked
Kev's
too much.
Out with medic, relatively clean.
Vitis not so much, not quite as strong last round.
I was playing Chemist. Was that pyro and fall damage? All right.
Funnily enough, G. Henry didn't do as much damage as I thought. He still did a lot of damage, but as I expected to. Loughton was as I expected. Ended up doing more damage than Wolfie even. Although Wolfie just like pure damage. Wolfie's up there with the best ninjas. Loughton managed 40 kills. Wolfie only managed 36, but bear in mind Wolfie did 3,730 damage last round. Which is, you know, up there with the better ninjas in the game. For a blackout game.
Right. Let's see, Arctic Galaxy. No, never mind.
Frenzied.
Never mind.
Funnily enough, though, June did the highest damage of the game, of the last round, 4,100.
Frankly, I'm not surprised.
Not really. I'm not surprised either. I can't say I'm surprised either.
I mean, it's June. Even if he's kind of inactive, he's
still.
Really...
He didn't kill as many as Wolfie though.
Ooh, JOG is here. Already started. Oh man. Is he in the call? Oh.
Whether he's in the call or not is.
No, he's not.
I think TC's plan is being executed pretty well each time. They're playing well. I think the main problem is their plan is not effective for the style of fight.
Red Slime is out at mid. Needs to kill June. Does kill June.
Meanwhile, Arctic is low on health.
Oh, damn.
And Arctic's dead.
All right. This is kind of like bumming me out at this point. Legends
of Pink Link steals.
Where's he going? Going the same way that Red Slime just went.
No, don't do that. That's my tip of the day. Never go the same way as the player you just worried about then, because they're just going to be running right back into you.
You know, all the recoveries go in one way, like, oh, I'm just going to go the same way. They'll never see it coming.
Yes, they'll never see it coming at all. I mean, the fact that it can see you, no problem at all.
June doing tons of damage.
As always.
Yeah.
The thing is, as much as I'm impressed by how much damage June does, I haven't really seen him stand out this game.
No, I haven't. G. Henry's still the one I saw stand out. G. Henry.
Right. Okay, June Bugulus does 4,100 damage last round. 30 kills to show for it. He's not killing things. How is he doing that much damage but not killing
414.
Yeah, but even so, I mean, you would expect him to. 414 is used to preserve damage.
Right.
Preserve damage on yourself. So how has he got 61 deaths but only 30 kills to show for it with that much damage out?
Pink Link both steal. Kev is out. I don't know where Pink Link is.
Pink Link is a heavy, and he is getting pretty close to the center of the map.
Kev is a chemist with support.
He is being attacked by everything, but this time the ADV support are there. Doesn't have a medic yet, though. Well, until just now. Arctic is there, but she's going to be killed very quickly.
Kev is almost to spawn.
G. Henry is dead. So Pink Link is in a safe position at the minute.
And Kev just arrived at spawn, and he passes to
Arctic.
The galaxy is heavy. All right.
Meanwhile, Legends of Pink Link is also at spawn. Is being attacked by a medic. I'm not sure how well that's going to go, Pikachu. That didn't end. That looked painful. Yeah. Well, to be precise, she was up against. Let me just. A medic, a heavy, 2 medics, a pyro, a ninja, and I think a chemist.
In theory, ADV doesn't have to do anything.
Yep. Well, they don't. They don't.
No, they don't. Yes, Ningeek?
Chemist has been quite useful in every map.
Oh, was that a pyro recove? No, wait. What recove was that?
I was on the other side of the map at the time, so I did not see it.
Wait. Pyro. Yeah.
Anyway, that puts TC on a level playing field, and now all the onus is on whoever can get the next cap.
Now we have a game. Pink Link, again. The Pyro's coming back to bite him every time.
I think it's probably because Pink Link is not an offensive player.
No.
He's mainly for defensive. And I think that's what's hurting him here. He's lacking that basic experience that Arctic has.
Yeah.
That instinct to know when a pyro is here, when an assassin is coming.
Wait, why did he run though? He wasn't in his safe spot anymore. He literally ran into the flag room and ran into the pyro.
Exactly. It's the same
why
thing,
did he leave?
Well, he might be trying to get close to the flag, so it's an cap.
It's like, for what though? You're ahead.
Exactly, but that's the kind of inexperience. He's not an experienced defensive player.
Throw back to him just staring at the pyro as it jumps down.
I think that might be what cost him against the pyro. The pyro the first time as well, because he's not experienced, so he doesn't know that G. Henry is literally going to drop on top of him and frenzy him.
Yeah.
He's not going to see that coming. He's not constantly on the watch out.
Right.
And as a flag carrier, you have to be watching.
You got to be super edgy.
Well, I wouldn't say super edgy, but just ready to run if you need to.
I meant like on edge, not like edgy teens. Just like on the lookout.
Yes, you have to be an angry teenager.
You have to be an angry teen.
That's our motto at Scorch. I do like how they've now moved Kukada up position. It's not helping because they're all going in at once and just getting smashed. But
Doodleberry is here now for TC.
That's good because Doodleberry can do a lot of. Doodleberry might offer that PvP aspect that, and you can see that because all 3 of them are now in the flag. They kill the pyro without even breaking a sweat. They've cleared the flag room.
Right.
There's 2 ninjas there, but
I think they have Doodle playing on defense though.
I think it's cost them like stuff for offense.
Alice has the medic. She's almost mid.
The problem is now TC have a big have an advantage.
I don't think Pink Link is the greatest capper in the world, just based on his awareness.
I wouldn't say he's. Oh, that's a recov because
yeah.
I think that was Gukada actually knocked her into the killed her. She was falling into the void, so she would have died either way. Oh, see that coming back to bite him. He's not an experienced capper, and he's dying even though he's got support.
Yeah.
I think that will change in time as he plays more offense, but it's fairly clear that he's not as experienced as some others.
Yeah.
And
versus having Red Slime carry rather than a.
Or me, yes.
Oh yeah, or Chaos.
Oh me,
capper.
yes, definitely.
Yeah. Now we put you on Pyro. What do you mean?
Yes, clearly.
Alice is out of the flat. Oh, never mind. I lied.
No, she's out. She's going to die, but she's out.
Where is
she should have been more careful there. She could have got out, to be fair. I don't know why she didn't.
Wait, where is Avedis? Dead. All right.
Does it matter? Right. Does it necessarily matter? I mean, this will be an interesting way to finish. 2 games for ADV, 2 draws. This also sets the stuff for how Delta Force are fitting in with this new kind this new kind of meta. Delta Force being doing about as well as TC and is against ADV, then their newfound strength.
Huh. I mean, let's just see TC versus DF next. See where they stand.
We've seen quite a few of them have been on the roughly the same kind of level for quite some.
Right.
I mean,
Teams
Scorch
are starting to balance out more.
Yeah, Scorch beat ADV. Sorry, they didn't beat ADV. They beat TC and TBF, but they lost to Delta Force.
Right.
TBF beat Delta Force and lost to TC and Scorch, but TC beat TBF. They beat Delta Force, but they lost to Scorch. It's all kind of very
regarding the tournament, Arctic is about to capture. I just feel like I should point that out here. Arctic's about to capture.
Is about to capture. This could be the capture that wins the game. Actually,
have the lead. They have the lead now.
The first time in the match.
Oof. Well.
And now the onus really is on ADV. Now the onus really is on ADV.
If we spent the whole match talking about how ADV, has this great advantage, or they're doing so much better, and now all of a sudden TC takes the lead.
I haven't said that they've been doing better. I've been saying they've been PvPing.
PvPing better, all right.
And I don't think that's changed. I think they have been PvPing better. I just think that PvP isn't necessarily everything. I mean, we saw that with Scorch.
Yeah. I think he brings up a great point. The ADV had the most notable mistakes during the match.
Yes, that's the other thing. They have been playing overall pretty well, but they have been making a few simple mistakes, which TC have been really benefiting from. They've been capitalizing, and you need to take these opportunities when you get them. If you don't take them, you're really not going to win a match.
Right.
Capping, there's always a bit of luck in capping because you've got to deal with more players on defense than you have on offense. There is a bit of luck in killing them at the right time, getting them out.
So with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining, who is going to win the match?
If I were to guess, just given how much damage TC are now doing on defense with that addition of Dude Fury, I'd say TC.
It's looking like TC.
It is looking like TC, but not by much, or not by anywhere near as much as you'd expect.
It's either going to be TC or it's going to be a tie. I don't think ADV has enough time to win anymore.
I originally said that,
but it's unlikely.
I originally said that ADV were going to win this match, and I do stand by that because of two main things. Firstly, that I did not expect June or Doodleberry to show up because, with the best will in the world, they're very unreliable players.
Yeah.
And secondly, I didn't think they'd have Pink Link on offense. I think they'd have Avitus there, because Avitus is an offensive player.
So, some technical errors.
I think it's the technical errors that have cost them the match.
Yeah.
Not watching for the pyro, having the wrong plays on offense at the time. Just those little things. Again, it's the same thing as Prince is saying in the chat. Like, he thinks Kukada should have been on offense. And again, Kukada would have done roughly the same thing as he would have been that experienced defensive player that they needed.
So they had the pieces, they just didn't use them.
They had the right pieces, it's just not in the right way. Yeah.
That sucks.
But I mean, it could be that they're testing a new strategy. And there are always going to be teething troubles in the new strategy.
Trying new things.
You've got to try these new things. Otherwise, I mean, everyone's going to expect exactly what you do. TC, I have a feeling TC are going to get progressively worse. Not because they are bad players in any sense of the word, but because the more people play with this same strategy over and over again, the more they're going to get used to it, the more they're not going to have how to counter it. It's like playing Blackout.
Yeah.
You play Blackout every time, you naturally get better at it because you know the map better. If you know TC better, you know how to beat them better. If you think about it, TC had some fantastic victories on Blackout.
Oh, well,
in the first few times that they... See, and he's already out. And he's much better off. He's avoided it Loughton so far.
This makes me sad. This whole match makes me sad. Except for the one G Henry recovery where I almost
Oh no, that's fantastic. Again, Gukada's still got the flag, and he's still out. He might not get like fully out, but I mean, he lasted so much longer than Legends of Pink Link did.
Yeah, good job to G. Henry for recovering.
Yeah, it was a really good job. But again, like Avitis is now on offense. That's what you need. You needed this to begin with. Where was this to begin with? Was that a ninja steal?
Wait, ninja steal?
Was that a ninja steal? I think it might be. Yes, it is. He's right near the flag.
Oh, the counter steal. Oh, that hurts. Recover it. Recover. You got 30 seconds. We're gonna recover it.
See, there you go. There's the cap. It's a draw again.
TC, I believe, still has the ninja cap.
Yeah. But can they do it in that time? I don't think they can.
I mean, they're sending ninjas, but ADV has to be expecting it.
Yeah, I mean, it's 30 seconds to go, and this is going to be a draw again. Unless something, a miracle for TC happens right now, it's going to be a draw. I think ADV could have won it, but, you know, that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Kev is out, but he's not going to get there as a chemist. It's just not going to happen.
All right, so player of the game.
So I think we can give one to each side because it's a draw.
I would say G. Henry. Still.
G. Henry definitely for TC side. I mean, the recovs he got. I mean, Gukada could have had another cap if he weren't there.
Are we doing a pyro day where the players get the player of the game?
No. I think Lol did a great job, but I don't think he's the player of the game. ADV. I just don't think it happened.
For ADV, let's see. I almost said Avedis for a second there, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm not. I don't think we're doing JoJo for player of the game.
I'd rather not do JoJo for player of the game because I think he made some. I think he made some simple mistakes. I don't think you should be standing out for things that you did wrong. I'll be honest.
Do you want to say Red Slime maybe for?
No, because he was consistent, but he wasn't standout.
Avedis. I really don't want.
No, I don't think Avedis. I don't think Avedis. Honestly, I think Versions did a good job.
For what?
He kept the TC defense up.
Okay, but you just said Red Slime was consistent, but nothing to stand out. But you said Versions was consistent, but didn't stand out. Thank you for mind, Chaos.
Yeah. The thing is, it's difficult here. Could we say Gukada?
Gukada. Well, Red Slime did have that last ninja cap to tie the match.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, okay then.
I'm convinced.
Given he did have that ninja cap at the last. I mean, it's not as clear cut on the ADV side again. It's the same thing with Delta Force. There was an obvious person on Delta Force that clearly deserved the player of the game, but at ADV everyone played well. It's that same situation. Clearly,
everybody played well.
Okay, everybody-ish played well.
Everybody-ish played well.
But you clearly had recops there.
Right.
Saved that capture in the third round and recovered in the second round that changed the whole pace of the game. Right. I think G. Henry clearly did that on TC side. Nobody individually did that on ADV side. I guess Red Slime just because he did manage to tie the match.
All right, so Red Slime and G. Henry, and I'm gonna watch that G. Henry recap again.
we need to get someone to edit that in as a slow motion right at the end of the game.
Yeah,
because that was nothing short of fantastic.
We're not doing okay. If Avedis had Archer caps, he would get player of the game hands down.
Oh, he would easily get. If you watch cap in any game, you get player of the game. If you get Assassin cap in any of the game, you get player of the game.
Player of the week. Assassin cap player of the week. Archer cap player of the game.
Definitely. There's no doubt about that.
All right, so Red Slime works.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for watching the stream. It ended in a tie. What a surprise! 2 ties in a row for ADV. Player of the game are players of the game are G. Henry and Red Slime. Red Slime twice in a row now. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time on for the next stream of Match Spotlight. It would have been later on today for Insurgents versus TBF, but unfortunately that's been cancelled. So be something for the All-Star match tomorrow. Looking forward to that.
Love and